Here in Kansas City, the scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, Ripley.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I got him. Go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go,
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Danny. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Come back.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync, otherwise your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Color. Hey, let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Fight down these two. Let's go, Eddie.
Pick it up. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. 3 down.
15.
Foxtrot. Hey, Mike 51.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
51's the mic, boys. 51.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, 57.
Check 6 guy.
15.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. On second down now, It's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, alert! 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 Go! Go!
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. 53's the Mike. 53.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Check, check, check.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here it comes.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
First
Hey,
and
watch the
10
screen,
at the
watch the
25-yard line.
Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
Jam him.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go. Like 20.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Niners 7, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second? And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey, 15.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, 15. Mike Hunt.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 21, Chiefs nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
51. Seam 6. 51.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
From the 39, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Charlie.
First down.
51.
43. 43.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
You got tight.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Garoppolo now. That's caught. It's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 58 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.